ready yet, please keep clapping. Y'all can just keep clapping. I'm not ready yet. All right, y'all can stop. Thank you. That's one of the main reasons why I like doing comedies, because I have that kind of power and control. I can make people cheer for me. I like that. I wish I had that in everyday situations. Like in the bedroom, like, keep clapping, I'm not ready yet. Come on, girl, give it up. Oh, man, what's up? How y'all doing tonight? Y'all good? Let's get something out the way right now. Your boy Ricarlo's high as shit. I'm not gonna lie to you two. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Because we all gonna be like cousins at the end of this. I'm high than a motherfucker. Y'all ever been super high in public? And then like you're doing something, then halfway through you realize you way too fucking high to be doing it? Like parent-teacher conferences. You ever come through like, oh shit, these cookies for us? Long as he's passing, that's all I care about. Man, this crowd's like a sexy chocolate chip cookie. I like it. It's good. It's good mixture. Normally I'm in front of sugar cookies, but this is nice. This is different. I'm enjoying it, man. I'm glad to get out of Muskegon. That's a joke in itself, ain't it? I like Muskegon. You know, we're a little town. You know, we got the lake and 2 strip clubs. We do not deserve those 2 strip clubs. We do not. Muskegon isn't a 2 strip club kind of town. We're like, let's bring some in from the east side every other weekend. We're that kind of town, you know. And it's not like I love going to strip clubs. I'm not like a P-Valley guy. Like, I don't love going to strip clubs. They're all right. We'll talk after the show. She hiding amongst you. She forgot we was even at a show. She was like, it's just me and you now. Let's talk about the strip club problems. Oh, man. I'm not a huge strip club guy, you know. Like, I like to go to nice ones in big cities, you know, like where you go in there and it kind of smells like the dancers' names, like Jasmine and Cinnamon. It's a pleasant aroma. Like in the big city, the DJ gets on the mic and he's like, all right, put your hands together, come into the stage, Maserati. Yeah, I'm like, shit, let me get $1. I'm a tip tonight. Let me get $1. I don't have the same experience when I'm back home in Muskegon. You go to your average Muskegon strip club, and it smells more like hot dog water and regret. I don't know if you've ever smelled that. It's a pungent aroma. I don't like it. Exactly. Now you get it. I grew up in that town, and I was like, fuck these strip clubs. In Muskegon, they in there giving struggle lap dances. Y'all ever get a struggle lap dance? They grind harder than the other ones. I don't know why. I'd be like, bitch, get off of me. I didn't fucking pay for this shit. For real. Like when I'm back home in Muskegon, the DJ gets on the mic and he's like, all right, put your hands together, come into the stage, Buick. Gross. Put your money away. My uncle got a Buick. Go look at that bitch for free. Like, I ain't finna pay for this shit. It's my life, though. I had a very unique childhood growing up in Muskegon. I did. I was adopted by my much older aunt and uncle, so I'm just like the Fresh Prince of Muskegon. As you get to know me, you'll realize I'm much more like Carlton. Let's be real. Real, man. But I had super old parents. Anybody else have old parents growing up? Yeah, it's rough, ain't it, man? You got old parents, you got an old voice. You like, yeah, brother. How old is you? God damn, Dad! Shit. Motherfuckers, shit, you got a narrator voice. Just follow me around, narrate my life. You know? And Ricardo didn't have enough again from his card. Like, I just want you to... No, man. My parents were old. My parents were like 55 years old when they adopted me, and I was only 3 days old, so they had no idea how to raise me. So they just raised me to be one of them. So I was just like a young ass old dude. I got really old ways about myself. Like, I still send all my friends checks for $5 for their birthday. Like, just, I understand you put that in the bank, it's gonna grow. We call that a nest egg. My parents will make me do old things growing up. Like, I'll have to go to bed at the same time that they went to bed. So it'd be like 8 o'clock in the summertime, and they'd be like, it's time for bed, little buddy. And I'd be like, but Matlock is still on. Like, let's solve this case, you know? And I was a little nerdy kid, so I would try to, like, use my parents' old-time insults, and that never worked out the way I wanted it to. Like, you guys ever get into an argument with a girl and you accidentally call her a hussy? You ever done that? The argument's over after that. She just thinks you gave her some new age compliment like, ooh, girl, he called me a hussy. I'm pretty sure that's a honey that hustle. No, it ain't. Trying to call you a slut. No. These chairs, these fucking tables are close as shit, man. What's up? No, I don't know why I did that. Intrusive thoughts, man. I'm high. I'm sorry. Doesn't help it. Kick your fucking table. I ain't gonna do that. Whatever. Oh, see, you ready. You was like, kick it if you want to, Muskegon boy. Send your ass back to that lake, motherfucker. And it's like when your parents are old, you can't complain to them about the things that you're going through growing up because they had it so much harder growing up, you know. Like, I remember this one time I went to my dad. I was like, Dad, we need to get faster internet. This internet's slow as shit, and I know there's faster out there, Dad. And he was like, boy, is that the worst thing you got to complain about these days? I'm like, yeah, this porn is slow as shit. Like, I'm still looking at pictures, motherfucker. There's videos I hear out there. My dad was like, boy, sit down and let me tell you about the time I almost drank out a white drinking fountain. I was like, oh shit. We shall overcome, brother. Like, we all got our crosses to bear. This slow ass porn is mine. I'll take this. Doing my part for the cause is what I do. Not only this is major insight about me, guys. You'll understand why I am the way I am. Not only were my parents old, I was raised by 2 black Catholic Republicans. Exactly. You see how that doesn't hit the ear right? Like, fucking 2 of them. Like, how the fuck did they find each other? Like, a motherfucking rally of some sort. Them fucking people love rallies, man. I was raised by old black Catholic Republicans, but they would try to do stuff for me, but they would fuck it up all the time. I remember this one time I went to my parents, and I was like, you guys, I need to learn how to dance. And I know that's not a cool sentence. I understand that. But I had problems. I didn't know how to dance, and I was getting served out there. So I was like, we need to do something about this. So then my parents were like, okay, we got you. They proceeded to sign me up for tap dance and ballet classes. I was like, this is not what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys ever been in the middle of a heated dance battle and you're just like, wait, I have on the wrong shoes for this occasion. Like, that's how the fuck you get served. It is. Ain't nobody finna wait for a costume change in the middle of this. You just go. There's no fucking waiting. It's my fucking problem, man. I remember this one time my parents went shopping. I was in 6th grade. They came home, they were very proud of themselves. They were like, Ricky, we know you wanted a new pair of shoes and we heard you talking, so we went out and we got you some of those Michael Jordan shoes. I should have known when they called them Michael Jordan shoes, something was amiss, but I didn't know any better. I was a little nerd, so I was just happy to have Jordans. So I wore my Jordans to school the next day and I stood up in front of the class very confident and I was like, hey. All the jokes stop right now. Look at my fresh new Jordans, y'all. And then somebody from the back of the class was just like, motherfucker, those are Jordache. I was like, God damn. There was a basketball. I didn't know no better. Like, motherfuckers used to set me up. They did, man. My parents had the bright idea to send me to an all-white private Catholic school, but I grew up in the inner city. Spoiler alert, it wasn't a good idea. Because it made for a lot of confusing moments for me growing up. It did. Like, growing up, I was the kind of kid that would put, like, Jay-Z, Shania Twain, and Korn all on the same CD. And I'm just like, oh, these genres mix well. That shit don't go together. You can't fucking go from H to the Izzo to Any Man of Mine. That shit don't. Two different tempos. It doesn't work. It's a problem, man. I grew up in two different worlds. I did. So I had an identity crisis when I was 19. I decided I need to figure out which world I belong in. So, you guys, I decided to look into thugging for 4 years. And anybody who knows thug. It ain't something you fucking look into. It's not an elective in college like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take thugging for a semester. That ain't how that shit works. I thought it would work because, like, at home the streets were calling all my friends, but the streets just sent me an email. And it said, nigga, stay home. That's what it said. But I was like, fuck it, I'm getting out there. I did. I tried to sell drugs for a summer. That was like an internship. That didn't work out. Do y'all know how long it takes you to bag up because you keep rearranging the crack in the bag? Because you care about presentation. Like, I want to give my customers something to look at. This is value-based selling we're doing. They kicked me out the trap house because I kept carving inspirational quotes into all the meth rocks. I was just like, yeah, a blast a day keeps your demons at bay. I thought it was nice. I learned valuable lessons when I was in the streets. Here's something you guys can take to your everyday life. If you should ever find yourself as, I don't know, the driver for a drive-by, Saturday night, things get crazy. What can I say? The best way to get out of that situation is when everybody gets in the car, you just look around and say, all right, seatbelts on, let's skedaddle. And that's how a drive-by becomes a carjacking. It is. They be like, get the fuck out the car. Ricarlo would be like, all right, pick me up on the way home, brother. Like, I wasn't cool like drug dealers are, you know, you see drug dealers in movies, you know, whatever, they'll be in the club, somebody be like, damn, that's a nice watch. They'll be like, yeah, 20,000, keep it moving, baby. Like, that's cool as hell. I was not like that. I remember this one time, this crackhead came up to me and he was like, damn, Ricarlo, man, you got the best shit in town. And I was just like, oh, shucks, you think? Like, thank you, son. Like, you can't fucking bow in the streets. That's how the fuck you get robbed, man. It is. Like, is this motherfucker bowing? Like, the fuck, he got on tap dance shoes? Shoot this nigga. That's what. My fucking life, man. Y'all fun as hell. Give it up for yourselves. This was worth the trip. This was worth it. Oh, my babysitter's calling. No, this one. I have 3 kids. I'm a weekend dad. We got any other weekend dads out there? Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, just hell yeah, brother. You a good weekend dad too, boy. You take your kids mudding and shit and hunting and all kinds of innings and all. Man, hell yeah, brother. That sounds like every other weekend dad. You are every other weekend dad. They don't trust you every weekend. I'm a every weekend dad. That's another reason why I gotta smoke weed. It is. Because if you're I don't know if you guys know this about the weekend dad, or if you had a weekend dad growing up, we gotta be creative. All the fun shit happens on the weekend, right? And I get my kids every weekend. And you can only go to the zoo 85 times before they're like, what the fuck are you doing here? Is you and the little one finna steal something? Like, what is y'all, casing the joint? You like, they just won't let us come back to the museum. Like, we just... That's why I smoke weed. I smoke weed to come up with ideas for the weekend. But the problem is I smoke so much weed that I go into what I like to call high hobbies. You guys know what a high hobby is? It's something that only sounds good when you're high. It is. And I'll be honest with you guys. You're going to judge me after this, but I love all y'all. I don't care. My high hobby this summer was I wanted to domesticate the squirrels that lived in my backyard. I was just sitting there one day smoking like I could do it. Like that's... And my plan only went as far as I'm gonna feed them. That's the only plan I had. Now, what if these squirrels like, okay, this dude's feeding us every day. He must be kind of like some kind of squirrel messiah to bring us down out the trees and lead us to a better life. But I'm just some fucking idiot that's high as shit, just throwing nuts on the ground, laughing. And they're like, and then you guys read about a Muskegon man killed by a highly organized group of squirrels. That ain't how I want to leave my mark on this world. Nah. It's my life, though. So like I was talking about my parents earlier, talking about being adopted. I did some research, you guys. I don't know if you guys know adopted people, but we want to know where we came from. You know, we want to do research. And sometimes it's not the best to do. I did some research, you guys, and I found out that my biological father was a pimp. And some people think that's cool, like, man, your dad was a pimp, so like he had all the hoes, huh? According to the prosecutor. Ran a tight ship back in '95. Like, that shit ain't fucking cool. You know the cool thing about having a pimp dad? Nothing. There's nothing. I couldn't fucking tell my friends about this dude. I couldn't fucking bring him to a career day at school. Can you imagine? I'm just like, here's my dad, Silky. You just like, hey, baby. Anybody need a job? Like, pimp, dad. Calm down. This is senior year. Like, chill out. You get him young, baby. Like, calm down. My dad was a progressive pimp. He was the first pimp to give PTO. He believed in that. He believed in a work-life balance. He did. Like, he would try to do fatherly things. You know, he would try. Like, he would stop by on the day that in his mind was my birthday. It was not. Motherfucker come in June. My birthday's in January. I'm like, the fuck is you doing here? Happy birthday. I'm like, the fuck out of here, man. He would try to drop off like little jewels of wisdom, like a black Jimmy the Cricket from the hood. But it was always in like this like fucking 70s pimp lingo, so I didn't know what the hell he was talking about half the time. He'd be like, hey boy, check this out. I was thinking. Man, you know what? Sometimes in life it's best if your shoes come with skates in case it rain. Woo! Don't get wet. I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck? I'm going to my parents. Like, I need shoes, not Jordashes, Jordans with skates in case it rain. Woo! Don't get wet. I don't know what the fuck. I'm watching Shaft and Dolomite trying to decipher these ancient pimp riddles. That motherfucker will come by the next year. Hey boy, check this out. I was thinking. You know what, baby? Sometimes in life, a cowboy just ain't a cowboy without his horse. See you next year. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, have you seen the roads in Muskegon? I'll be fucking putting shoes on that horse every week. I don't know what the fuck. What the fuck you talking about, man? That was my pimp dad, though. I loved him. Oh, man, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get serious for you on this one. And I don't think you guys are going to go with me on this, but I don't care. I'm just kidding. No. I'm worried about my generation, you guys. I'm worried about my generation because I'm 41, I'm an older millennial, and I don't think that we're going to leave behind very good ghosts. I don't. Because ghosts come from hardship. They come from struggle. Like, where's all the best ghosts come from, you guys? The Civil War. The Civil War was like a fucking all-star draft of ghosts. Just think, you're on vacation in Atlanta or some shit. You're at a nice Airbnb, laying in bed, scrolling on your phone on Instagram, like, that damn dog's always up to something. and then you look at the edge of your bed, and then there just materializes like a lonely soldier, and he's like, did Martha get the letter? You'd be like, I don't know, Jedediah. I just know that this is sad as shit. Like, you'll get out of bed and go to your laptop and Google, did Martha get the letter? Like, you'll do that for a Civil War ghost. Because you care. Think about the ghost that we're going to leave behind. A fucking millennial ghost? A fucking Pilates instructor named Tiffany haunt you because there's just too much gluten in your diet. Just imagine you're at a nice Airbnb in fucking Connecticut or some shit, I don't know. Yeah, it was built on the remains of a Blockbuster. They didn't tell you that. But you're just laying in bed, scrolling on your phone. Oh, that damn dog's always up to something. And then at the edge of your bed just materializes like, I don't know, a fucking barista named Chad with a man bun. And he's just like, bro. What's your Wi-Fi password? Fucking Wi-Fi in purgatory sucks. And it's like, damn it, Chad, I've told you 1,000 times. It's Fresh Prince of Muskegon 2024. Thank you guys. I'm Ricarlo Winston. That's been my time.